Hello and welcome to Old Faithful. I'm your host.
Again.
Try it again.
I had you set, and then you moved.
Oh, that ain't good. Okay. Oh, here I am. How I'm gonna be.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Hello and welcome to Old Faithful. I'm your host, Matt Trask. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Matthew Trask, and thank you for your support. Please support my friends here at Perfect Wave Production. Thanks to Stephen J for making me and my guests look good on camera. Remember, they specialize in live sound system. I had to go to work this morning. Live sound system sales, support, and installation. Please support my friends at Black Hills Blend Espresso for a convenient location here in Rapid City, South Dakota. They might not make you happy, but they will make you caffeinate. On to the show. Pearl Oaks, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Well, it's nice to have you on the show here on a Saturday morning. Tell us about you.
I grew up as Cindy Newman on a farm as
Okay.
a kid, by the Badlands. Been playing music and writing songs since I was, 10, I guess.
Okay.
And have kind of waxed and waned over the years where I play some and I don't play others, and but I'm always
Okay.
always writing.
Okay.
And that's definitely my passion. Not so much about performing, but definitely.
Okay. Always writing songs or sometimes poetry or novels? Just anything?
Songs.
Mostly songs.
Yeah, I have been switching more to poetry,
Right.
writing kind of more lyrics first and then
Sure.
adding music in.
Okay.
That's
All right.
something I've been experimenting with in the last year.
Okay. So tell us about the ranch and the Badlands and the childhood and your first guitar, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, I grew up a tomboy on a dairy farm, and
Okay.
we had some hogs, and we had some milk cows, and we had some beef cattle, and at a certain point, my older brother took it over, and it became a cattle ranch. There was no more dairy cows. It
Sure.
was strictly beef cattle and horses.
Right.
That kind of thing. I think my first instrument was like a little piano when I was real young, and
Okay.
it maybe had just like 10 keys on it
Sure.
or something. And then I upgraded to maybe one that had like 20 keys on it. And then I
Nice.
put the stickers on there, A, B, C, D, and then
Hey.
I started writing songs.
Okay.
I don't have any of those songs still. I really wish I could go back and listen to a song that I wrote when I was like 10 or 12 or something, but I'm vintage, so we didn't really have a lot of video back then.
Was your first song called ABCD by any chance?
It probably was.
Yeah.
I think I remember writing a song called Country Roads or something.
Nice.
I suppose John Denver was probably an influence, I suppose, or something like that.
One might suppose, yeah. So, making a slight diversion, she told us the narrative of almost all ranches here in the West. They're very diversified at one point. Dairy, cattle, and hogs.
Yep.
Hats off
And
to your folks.
sheep.
And, oh my God, and you. That's a lot of work. How many dairy cows do you remember?
Oh, like 100, 110?
100? Did you have machines or no?
Yep, and we had
You
a
did.
Westphalia milking system. It was like some top-notch German system
Wow.
at the time. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. But that's still a tremendous sacrifice.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
fun.
And I used to help with all the chores, and I made a whole $5 a week.
Nice.
No,
Wow.
it was terrible wages.
Yeah. So after the hogs were slopped and the sheep were fed and everything, then you could go put stickers on the piano.
Yeah, a lot of times you'd find me walking down a road somewhere in the trees singing songs. Just
Oh, hey.
making up whatever came
Right.
to mind.
Yeah,
There was a lot
okay.
more of singing than there was
Okay.
composing, I
Sure.
suppose.
Like, I like these trees, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Just whatever.
Yep. Yeah, whatever vision.
I
you
had
do.
6 sisters just like you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So was anybody else in your family musical, or did they appreciate music?
No, there was. My dad had a buddy, and they would come over and they'd drink beer and stay up late. And my
Okay.
dad played like a sort of a slide guitar, and
Oh.
my buddy would play. His buddy would play bass. But I was real young, and
Okay.
by the time I was old enough to really kind of pay attention, he didn't do that anymore.
Oh.
And but I'm sure it was a little bit of an influence.
Okay.
And my uncle, his brother, was always singing. He was walking
Okay.
around the farm singing. Uncle Ernie couldn't carry a tune in a bucket.
Uh-huh.
But he was an influence as well, just
Okay.
because he was just singing from his heart. And
Oh.
that was important.
Many people fondly remember the radio in the dairy parlor. Was there a radio in the dairy parlor?
Absolutely.
Do you remember?
Sometimes I was the radio.
Sometimes you were the
And
radio.
great acoustics in there, yeah.
Oh, sure. So, and I'm not making this up, and laugh if you have to. Some people swear that cattle become used to a certain music or tend to prefer, the group of cattle will prefer one kind of music. Do you remember anything like that? Did they like Ernest Tubb or classical or?
No, I can't say for sure whether I noticed any kind of difference in what they were enjoying or not enjoying, but
Okay, all right. But so everybody would go out and sing to the cows and everything.
no, just me.
Just you.
But there would be a difference between the milk production between my brothers when they were milking. Like my older brother had a way better, higher milk production than when my little brother would. I shouldn't tell that, but just depending on how you are with the cattle and your demeanor and that kind of stuff.
No,
and
this
if
is
they-
the sort of stuff that we want on Old Faithful. And I know exactly what you're talking about, and that is not a joke, people, if you are not from the country. Not even kind of a joke.
Yeah, the more gentle and quiet you
Right.
are, the more gentle and quiet the animals are, and the more milk production there is. So
And if
you're
you
rough
can't
with
be,
them and yelling at them and kind
if
of
you
beating on
can't
them,
be
then-
gentle and quiet, at least the more consistent you are. Cows do not deal well with change
no,
at all.
no.
Which leads to a whole bunch of awesome dairy stories that we unfortunately don't have time for. So tell us about your first guitar.
I got my first guitar when I was 17.
Okay.
I got it at a pawn shop here in Rapid.
Okay.
It was, I think it said Squire or something on it. It was some cheapy $150 guitar.
Okay.
It was electric. I didn't have an amp.
All right.
I played it for about 3 months and then I pawned it.
Okay.
And then someone stole my wallet, so then I never even got that money. But 2 years later,
What a story.
a friend of
I
mine
love that story.
gave me an acoustic guitar.
Oh, nice.
And then I just
Right.
carried it around with me everywhere. I had no case, and it would bang around in my truck and
Oh,
pull over and write a song. It was
perfect.
yeah. So.
How did the guitar handle that?
Oh, not well.
Not well.
No, it was a 3/4 size Alvarez.
Okay.
um,
All right.
But and I don't have it anymore actually.
Did the top crack or lift or anything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
oh,
action
yeah.
got
yeah,
all
oh,
wonky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we know how to tune a guitar at this point?
I did get a tuner.
You
Yes.
did get a tuner.
That did help me
Yeah.
continue playing.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
I did take lessons for 3 months when I was 17.
Okay.
I was in a girls' home for a little while because I was kind of a punk,
Oh.
and as a privilege, I got to take lessons. And so
Oh, nice.
I learned the basics, the GCD, and
Right.
and
Yeah.
from there I have just gone on, and I still really don't know the names of chords.
Oh.
I just tablet, you just you can map it out. You just wherever your fingers are, and then
Right.
you can come back
Yeah.
to it and try to memorize it, and that's
Hey,
how I do
nice.
it. I don't know what I'm playing most of the time.
So we had a Squire electric guitar that we played unplugged because we had no amp. Which is awesome. And then we sell it and somebody steals the money. More awesome. We're loving all of this. And then we get an Alvarez that resides in the back of the car.
Yeah.
Triple awesome. Then what happened?
And then I moved to Idaho, Montana, Idaho, when I was 21, and got a waitressing job at this amazing place called the Lochsa Lodge in Idaho. And my first night, I made $100 in tips, and I made great money. And then I went and bought a brand new Alvarez at the guitar shop in Missoula, Montana.
Oh,
And it was a satin finish, and
Okay.
it was I don't know, $1,200 guitar. It was,
nice.
But it was even harder to take care of because it had a satin finish on it, and it really started bowing, and I had all kinds of issues with
Right.
it too.
Sure.
So I'm better off with this guy.
Right. So the Alvarez, did it have electronics in it?
No,
It did not.
no.
Did we attempt public performance with that guitar?
I did. I first started playing out around that time. I
Okay.
really started kind of just writing with the guitar and stuff around 1920.
Okay.
And it was around, I was 21 when I did my first open mic
All right.
in Spearfish at
All
the
right.
B&B back porch.
Oh, hey, nice. Perfect.
I was terrified.
Yeah.
But, I sang a couple originals and one cover. I did a Jewel song, and then I did a couple originals.
Oh, okay. So you just mic'd the guitar and the voice, and it worked okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what I was really expecting. I was just wanting to.
Well, your
Sing
first
songs.
first public performance, you hardly even remember certain aspects of it.
You're just
You're just like
sweating
freaking out
so-
the whole time.
Yes,
If you don't run away screaming, you win at your first performance.
that's so true.
Yeah, congratulations
Thanks.
for making it through. So are we to the point where we talk about this?
Actually, after that, someone gave me a $150. It was a Jay Tercer guitar. It was blue,
Okay.
and it had an electric pickup in it. And I was like, okay, this is where it's at, an electric tuner, so I could just tune very easily. And it was a hunk of junk, but it was pretty. It was a beautiful blue.
Nice.
And then that one, of course, started failing after a couple of years.
Right.
And I was living in Colorado about 3 years ago for a couple of years. And a friend of mine, my roommate, he had a Martin.
Oh.
And I have been around some Martins, and they're okay. Like, I was never in love with the Martins. But my guitar was such a hunk of junk that I was borrowing his Martin, and I fell in love with it. And I couldn't get him to sell it to me. But so it came to the time when I needed to buy myself a new guitar.
Uh-huh.
And there was a guitar shop just up the street from me in Loveland.
Okay.
And he was a guitar maker of some sort. He didn't handcraft them, but he would, send them some, or people would put in a custom order, and
Oh.
back would come this,
Okay.
beautiful guitar. So I was gonna buy one of those, but he had this black used Martin sitting on the shelf, and I was like, "What's this?" And I ended up buying this one instead. I loved it. I love it. It's a great guitar. People are always surprised about seeing a black Martin guitar. I guess they're pretty rare.
They are.
I didn't spend much money on it.
It's aesthetically shocking when it has Martin on the headstock.
Right.
But there are more. But we have to talk about this because I think this is even more shocking for Martin. It is a carbon fiber guitar. Am I right?
Yes.
So, among other things, it can take the abuse that a nomadic lifestyle will sometimes require, which is probably a consideration at this point, a bit. We've gone through a few guitars.
I have, yes.
Does it do well?
It does. It holds its tune really
Yeah.
well. If I'm shifting between climates where it's cold, warm, that kind of stuff, it seems to
Sure.
hold the tune pretty
Right.
good too.
Right.
And it holds up against me. Like, I think I banged it once or twice just getting it out of the case. So
Right.
this is how
Right.
I roll with these poor guitars.
Hey, nice. I did notice a couple of times in your narrative you mentioned that certain of your guitars had no case.
Yeah.
And this one did. Did it come with that beautiful hard shell case, or did
No,
you?
I asked for one. And
You
they
asked
were
for
like, well,
one.
I think we got something. They just gave me that, and it's just
Well,
classic.
we got a little smarter at some point. We do have a hard shell case, which we highly recommend here on Old Faithful.
Yes.
Keep your Old Faithful in a hard shell case. That's half the battle right there. But so this guitar, do you like the sound of the carbon fiber particularly? Did you notice the difference?
I think it sounds to me more electric than acoustic.
Okay.
I don't think it resonates quite like it would, like
Right.
a wood body.
Right.
But it's still nice. The neck action is really where it's at. Like, it's just so.
It plays so well.
It plays
Okay.
so well.
All right. It does appear to be an actual wood neck.
Yes.
Maybe a laminate wood neck. So that's nice. It's not a carbon fiber neck, but is it the best playing guitar you've ever had
Yes.
by far? Did it?
Sorry, Alvarez.
Did it change your writing style at all?
Each guitar does a little bit, I think.
They can. They certainly can.
The different sound
Right.
can invoke certain emotion, and
Right.
it sort of can create, a different sound. I would say yes.
And this might be possible, did this allow you to at least believe that you could play something a little more challenging than you could ever play on any of the other previous fine instruments that we had?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Especially to plug it in and to play it more electric-like.
Sure,
It's,
right.
It's awesome.
well, that's cool. One more question before we kind of wrap it up here. We haven't talked about your dad's slide guitar thing. I believe you described it as at one point. Did you ever play with that? And do we remember what happened to it?
No, wasn't allowed to touch it. I'm not even sure it was his. It may have been his buddy Larry's.
Yes. Okay.
And they would just, drink and smoke cigars and,
Oh, okay.
and make noise.
But you never played the slide guitar
No.
thingy. I believe that's what we called it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, dang it. All
Is
right.
it lap steel? I think is what you call when you just lay the guitar on your.
It could be sometimes incorrectly called a dobro. It might have been a dobro, but it might not have been a lap steel, probably. Yeah.
Not entirely.
And we don't know where it went.
No,
Possibly Larry got it back.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Dad did have a reel-to-reel, I think it was 4-track.
Oh.
So there are some recordings out there.
Really?
And
Wow.
I just recently inherited it, so I actually have all those reels. I haven't gone through any of
Do
it.
you have the reel-to-reel? Really? That's awesome. How many reels can I jam into one sentence? So tell us about, this will come out after your performance at High Country Guest Ranch, but after this taping, you're going up to perform at High Country Guest Ranch. And tell us what else, other exciting developments are happening.
I am releasing a music video,
Hey,
a new
nice.
song coming out on 2/22/22.
2/22/22. Hey, how about that for some marketing right there?
Yeah,
It only probably happens once. I don't have time to do math.
it's right.
Yeah. It'll be another 100 years before it. That's what, yeah. Simple math for you. So, well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Where can we find you and your performance schedule and your tunes?
Right now you can go to pearloaks.com.
PearlOaks.com.
And I have my songs on there. Hummingbird isn't on there yet. Again, it's not going to release until the 22nd.
Okay.
But I'm Gone is on there. And there's an events listing that shows where I'm singing and where I'm playing and
Okay.
what I'm doing.
All right.
And
Perhaps we should go over your spelling of Pearl Oaks.
oh, sure. Pearl, Pearloakes.
Okay. All right. No E at the end of Pearl.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
No.
Do it that way, you'll find her. And so
Pearl was my great grandmother's name.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Where can we watch the upcoming music video?
It's gonna be on YouTube.
On YouTube?
It'll be again on the website.
Okay.
And this song will be on Spotify, iTunes, and Amazon, and all the places. Bandcamp as well, and
Sure.
Facebook.
We do have to wrap it up, but quickly, did you have fun making, was this your first music video?
Second,
Second, did you have fun
absolutely.
making it?
I would make one every week if I could.
Did you have fun making the first one? Was it challenging? Were you scared? Did you feel ridiculous?
That was the most fun. We filmed that in Vegas. We did some of the scenes in Vegas. We did some of the scenes at Death Valley. We got some gorgeous shots.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, cool.
And Hummingbird, this one we recorded in the Black Hills by Custer. So
Oh, hey,
in
nice.
Hill City, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think we need to, are you prepared to do a song?
Sure.
After my little dog and pony show that I do here at the end. I
I'll do a little.
still kind of in work mode here. Remember my sponsorship with Trask K LLC? That's what I say at the end of the show. Call Joe Trask for custom haying services. You may have a hay crop to put up this summer. 515-0858. She was mentioned on the show. Jewel says change your strings. Ladies and gentlemen, Pearl Oaks, take it away.
Down, what's the big hurry? Speed up if you wanna get it done. Somewhere in the middle is that sweet spot in the sun. Oh,
for watching. We'll see you next week, everybody. What a voice. That's incredible.
Thanks.